Yo, 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 it's your boy WesTheTech, and I'm here to bring you another one of my personal favorite tech tips to help you as an artist growing your craft. All right, now today we're going to be discussing Unitedmasters Right to First Refusal policy. All right. So if you're interested in having Unitedmasters be your distribution company, it's perfectly fine. All right. There's a number of different distribution companies to choose. All right. Unitedmasters probably wouldn't be my ideal choice, and this would probably be one of the main reasons why. But again, it's completely up to you. You're an independent artist. You get to choose whatever path you want to go down. But in this video, I'm gonna basically go over why the right of refusal alone is the reason that Unitedmasters probably wouldn't be the best option for you if you're an independent recording artist. All right. So now let's go look at what the right of refusal actually is. It's actually the right of first refusal. All right. Now, before we can discuss what the right of first refusal is, I need to discuss in what terms would that right apply. And that would be through their featured partnership program. All right. Now, Unitedmasters have a very interesting featured partnership program where they will actually submit your music to different places like the NBA, ESPN, NBA 2K. They have a partnership with NBA 2K, Twitch, and a few other things. All right. Now, the interesting thing that I found out when I researched about this submission program is that they don't actually push or promote your music to these places so that it get picked up. What they actually do is submit it to a contest. All right. So they submit it to a contest, and those companies pick the winners of that contest, and the winners of that contest go ahead and get featured on their policies, whether it's 2K video game, whether it's the ESPN channel, whatever. So Unitedmasters aren't necessarily pushing your music like an actual promoter and pushing it and getting it in front of their faces. They're basically just submitting it to a contest. And to be honest with you, most of those places, especially ESPN and Twitch, you could actually submit your music directly to them. So I don't really see the purpose of the partnership program. But the key word in that partnership program when it comes to the right of first refusal is the partnership. All right. So now that I explained what the partnership program is, let me go deeper into the right of first refusal. So with the right of first refusal, what Unitedmasters is basically letting you know is that if your song were to blow up through the partnership program, they actually have a right to refuse any other record labels that you decide to go with, or they have a right to insert themselves into the process of getting signed to a record label. So what does that mean? Let me give you a good example. Let's say you're an artist, right? And you're making music, and one of your biggest dreams was to get on Aftermath Records, Dr. Dre's record label. All right. So let's say Dr. Dre hears your song on ESPN and he's like, yo, who is that guy? I want to get that guy signed to Aftermath. Dr. Dre finds a way to contact you. You go to them and they're like, yo, come sign with me. I'm Dr. Dre. You're like, of course, I want to do that. I'm going to do that right now. And then here comes Unitedmasters and they're like, no. We have a say so too. All right. And they could simply refuse and say, no, we don't want you to get signed with Dr. Dre. We have to approve who you get signed with. Or they could be like, no. You're not going to be at that table by yourself with Dr. Dre. We're coming with you. And they actually have the right to do that because of the key word, partnership. All right. They are actually your partner if your song blows up through their submission. Now, to me, that sounds like a record label within itself. All right. It's very weird that you did the song. You made the song amazing. The only thing they did was submit it to a contest. You won the contest because your song was that good. And Dr. Dre is calling you because the song is that good. But somehow now they become your partner because they submitted you to the contest that you could have did yourself. All right. To me, that's absolutely ludicrous. All right. That is absolutely ludicrous. You own the song. It's your song. But dealing with their partnership program, they actually have the right to do that. All right. So this and foremost is primarily one of the main reasons that me as an independent artist, I would never consider Unitedmasters or I would have United Masters and not deal with the partnership program because I don't want a partner. That's the point of me being an independent artist, right? But if you're gonna deal with the partnership program, know that that is down the pike. Know that they're gonna have a say so when it comes to your music if your music was to blow up. All right, so that's what the right of first refusal is. It's in their terms of services. It's not right in front of you. Obviously, that's not something they would promote. But if you go into their terms of services, just look up right of first refusal. If you don't believe me, it's in there. Now it's written in legal terms, so you might have trouble understanding it when you read it, but do your research on it and you'll see for yourself exactly what I'm talking about. All right, I'm not making this up. I actually did the research myself and that's what I found out. Either way, I hope this helps. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the song of the week. Peace.
Time for the folks who made it. I bet you made your mama proud. I'ma get there soon, I claim it. And
all right, I hope you liked the track. I just wanted to come back on to thank you again for watching the video. Also, if you know any other artists that you want to share this information to, go ahead and share it as you please. Also, go ahead and click on that subscribe button below so you can be ready for more helpful tip videos in the future. Stay blessed.